A ton de gasso. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's Pokemon X. Last time we beat the gym here in whatever town. This time we're gonna be progressing forward. I don't know if I had my voice changer on all that time. In fact, I did. Let me just... Why did I turn it off? Because I need it right about now.
Professor Sycamore told me you can now wield Mega Evolution. That is truly wonderful. With that power, you can steer your future in a better direction. We can't just cover up the old filth with new filth. I implore you to consider what we need to do to change the world into a new, beautiful world.
That boy's giving off serious creepy vibes. Anywho, that was a bit of a weird thing to kick off the episode, wasn't it? Because that has no bearing on what we were doing today. How dare you keep us waiting? Oh, just kidding, trainer. We weren't really waiting for you. We were on our way to the power plant at Professor Sycamore's request. But the gate connecting Luminor City and Route 13 has been shut by a mysterious power outage. We have to investigate. Hey! So, there's Central Kalos and Coastal Kalos, right? Aw, can you tell me what comes next? Well, Central Coastal. Do we have, well, I don't know. Do we have the Western or Eastern? We'll see. I'm just going to give you the answer. It's Mountain Kalos. So I'm going to take this opportunity and power up your Pokedex again. Why couldn't you just give us all of these regions in one go? But the Mountain Kalos Pokedex has been added. The Mountain Kalos Pokedex has been... I just said that. Just tap it to check it out, okay? You know, you look different somehow. Your face seems more mature. Well, I have actually got a bit of stubble. It's quite bad. I do need to shave. And I'll probably do that for Worlds, but yeah, this is a nice thing. Haha! Just joshing with you. I'll be taking my leave now. Bon voyage! Well, that was totally pointless. So we enter a new route. Route 13, Luminous Badlands. And this is one of my least favorite routes. Why, you ask? This is why. It's weird in how you encounter battles here, and I'd rather not be battling on here. As such, we're just gonna run all the way through the route, not give a crap, and oh, there's a guy here. Is the power not getting here? The gate to Luminos won't open. The power plant is running, so what could be going on? Well, I guess we'll go to the power plant and see what's going on. Logic. But, if you can't tell, got a bit of a cold. My nose is a bit bunged up, so I figured I don't want to be talking for that long. And considering we haven't had an episode of Pokemon X in a while, I knew what to record, but I'm a member of the stylish Team Flair, and I'm going to win with style. Or in style. Incest? In style? What's the difference? I've got it all. And he starts off with Houndoom. Oh, I can tell my cold's going to end in doom and gloom. I wonder if he has a Gloom in his team. That'd be pretty odd poggers. Poggy Woggy. Why do I only have Why did I get rid of Fireburst and not Scratch? Well, I'm just gonna kill it with the Mega Charizard X by slowing down my gameplay. Oh, Pog. We didn't actually get a slowdown. That is great for me because it means that we can kill with dignity. Houndoom go brrr. Oh dear sloth. So, here's the thing. I'll reveal it now. Why not? Because chances are it won't be remembered by the time we reach next season. I plan to drop one of the regions I cover for League of Legends. And it's looking like I'll be dropping the LCS. Yeah. I should explain why. So, in essence, the LEC, as it stands, is the better of the two regions in terms of product and how everything is projected to you. You get the flashy light shows, and you get the cool, sick beats as everything goes on with the intros to the game. And I plan on possibly dropping the LCS as a region that I make teamfight breakdowns for. I'll probably still keep him in predictions. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not fully sure on what I want to do. Who knows? Maybe my plans will change and I stick with the LCS because I have done some work already for next season. I'm not going to reveal too much, but I do enjoy covering the region. But I may not do a teamfight breakdown for the LCS every week because it's hard. Okay, so I may drop it for playoffs, is what I'm trying to say. Like, once a week when it's just one game, I can do that. That's about a 5-minute script for a video. I can manage to write that in a day with the time that I'm currently got for it. And yeah, I can basically do it with that. Or that guy just said if he had a dowsing machine, maybe he'd be able to find his pass. But I'm just thinking, if I can't cope with the amount, and I would like to make better content, then I may as well just get rid of one of the regions. And the LCS is my least preferred region. Because I have a lot of gripes with this region. And we're going into the power plant. And I've discussed it quite a lot this season in the ranty sort of intros. But I like this beat, by the way. And I talk about them quite a bit. And I've addressed them. They're not the only issues that I've had with the content. I can't handle 3 game days every single week. 15 games plus the extra 10 from the LEC a week. I cannot cope with that. This guy's trying to do... I like this guy. That was some good character design. I figured... I wasn't thinking they'd be that clever, but nah, I'll just say this now. LCS content may go. That's all I'll say. We're done with this topic. Let's move on with the Pokemon X. I got a bit sidetracked there. with what I was saying. Shock me. Sidetracked with words. I'd never do that in any of my content. Anywho, I don't know what's going on, and I don't know also leveled up Crow Dunk, as he's gonna get bopped and dropped. I'm finding words to rhyme. Man, what do I do with my time? Like, I made that rap. Why can I only think of WAP? 07 to our Dragonite. That's all I have to say. If you know, you know. You watch the series. The randomness got to me, and the randomness is getting to me right now. Oh boy. If I was busy redirecting the power that's supposed to go to Luminos City, see? Don't get in our way. Well, if you don't want me to get in your way, why am I free to walk into this room, huh? Oh, they're all in here. Hi. The blessed Team Flare. The synergy only made possible by the efforts of Pokemon and our whatever. See, if T-Flow was smart, they'd direct enough energy for people to get to and from Luminos City. Tried to hide near, but I think I got stuck. Ha! But you'd think they would direct it to... They usually go for 200 per pop, but just for you, I'll sell them for 300 a pop. No. Yeah, you're an ass. This guy. So, in theory, you would still let some of the electric go through to City so that they can still power certain things. And then it would just be no one being the wiser of their activities. Also, they're keeping people captive in here. Like, surely they have families. Like, this is true kidnapping. I wish there was international police to, I don't know, arrest them. Like, I don't think, other than, like, the Pokemon Ranger games, after you beat the true bad guy in it, the Pokemon Rangers detain the bad guy, and puts them into prison. I don't think, other than what we saw in Sword and Shield and Platinum, any of the bad guys get arrested. Like, the low-level grunts, they don't get arrested. Like, Cyrus, he was... Was Cyrus arrested, or did he stay in the Doom Dimension? I forget. He might have been arrested. I don't remember. But we do know Sword and Shilbert, they were arrested. I don't remember. I think Chairman Rose was forced into community service, from what I remember. I don't know if I showed that, though, to you guys in the Sword and Shield playthrough. But yeah. But no, the Pokemon Ranger, they definitely punish them. But welcome to the power plant. Like, the main room, and we're getting attacked by all directions. There's quite a few Team Flare grunts here. So, clearly this is very key to their plans. And I, for one, really like beating up Flare grunts, because it's XP that's mandatory. And when you get mandatory XP, chances are you do poggy woggy things. I had to say the phrase. It was eating me up inside. I had that word in my mind for such a long time. So I was like, don't say it. Don't say it. Do not say the word. And I'm just trying to stop it now. And finally we're going to get a kill with Scratch, but woo. But yeah, that was my mind just now. And we finally, allow it through, shall we say. So, okay, you're not going to budge. I'll go this way then. Past this guy. I was going to say something. I forgot completely what I was going to say. Where was my mind? So I'd simply phrase I tend to say. Yeah, I've completely lost what I was going to actually say. It was on the tip of my head, then I've lost it. So we're going to continue through the power plant then. I think we'll meet some people in here other than that are Team Flare big honchos, because they've got so many of these grunts. We've never met a leader. We have no clue who's in charge per se. That's kind of one of the sad things. Like, technically, you can assume who's in charge of the entire thing. And you could do the same for, well, what was it? In Pokemon Emerald, we learned very early on who the leaders of each of the bad teams were. In Sword and Shield, there wasn't really that premise, was there? Like, technically there was Team Yell, but they weren't bad. They were just obsessed fans, mostly. There was no proper bad guy up until the end. Like, that was how late there was a evil story that they always have to put in as plot arc to discover the legendary. That's how these bad teams use this as plot arc. So, there's that. I remember what I was going to talk about now. It just came to my mind. Let's talk wrestling. So, if you don't know what day I'm recording, I'm not going to reveal it, but let's just say it's All Out Weekend day. Sort of time. I hate dating my videos, if you can't tell. But, in essence, the reason I bring this up is All Out. I'm looking forward to this show. And although I do have work in the morning, literally the day after, I'm thinking possibly getting the show, watching it during my lunch break, and or watching it as the show's happening. As Utami wants to link, yes, I like Calm Mind. It's better than Double Team. Let's get it. Let's get it. But yeah, looking at the matches on the on the card, it's gonna be fun. If I were to make some predictions, I don't have the card in front of me. Let me just let me just get the match card. So, looking on, yeah. Okay, here we go. My first prediction. Well, these are not in. Okay, they're in a weird order. So, let's start on the bottom. So, Orange Cassidy, Wheeler Yuta, Chuck Taylor, and Jurassic Express versus Matt Hardy, Private Party in TH2, or the Hardy Family Compound, HFO. It's probably going to open the show. I think it's on the pre-show now. I think that you've got to give it to Jungle Boy, OC, and the crew. Like, you look at the talent on that side compared to the HFO. Like, I honestly, unless they're gonna bring back the Blade, not the Blade, the Butcher in this match, I don't know how long he's gone or what's happened to him properly. But bring him back into the fold. Have him, I don't know, surprise attack Wheeler Yuta, and then Wheeler Yuta falls to Matt Hardy. That would be one way I'd see this match going over to the HFO. But I'm definitely going to say it's going to be Jungle Boy picking up the victory here, or OC with the Orange Punch. But Matt Hardy versus Orange Cassidy is going to have to come at a later date. 21 Women Casino Battle Royale. So, I think this is going to be a match where Thunder Rosa wins. I say that because she's got a history with Britt Baker, and I could see them being like, this is the immediate next feud for Britt. And a way to continue to build Britt's credibility as champion by getting the revenge win, forcing the rubber match between the two, to which then Thunder Rosa wins the title later down the road. That's my idea. So I want or think Thunder Rosa will win the Casino Battle Royale. Who do I think will be the Joker? That'll be the other question I'll answer here. I don't know. I don't know who could be an option. I mean, you could possibly see Havoc or someone from Impact in the ring. Maybe someone from Stardom. But, like, talent-wise, that would be good options for the Joker. Tessa Blanchard comes to mind. I mean, I've got some obvious things like maybe Maggie Ito. Ito, I think, may be in America soon. I don't know if she's in America right now. Wouldn't be a terrible thing to have her in the match. But obviously, my dream, Utami Hayashishita, you can kind of tell I like this wrestler because my favorite Pokemon in Pokemon history is named Utami in this. So think of that how you will. And yeah, that's my thoughts for the matchup. The Women's Casino Battle Royale. I'm actually amazed there isn't a Casino Battle Royale for men on All Out. You would have thought they would have both, because that would build some entertainment. Paul White versus QT Marshall. Well, I think it's going to Paul White. You kind of have to give him a win in his first return match. Like, that makes so much more sense than QT winning. Unless they do a screwy finish where the Gun Club try to jump him. Unless they're going to use the Gun Club as, like, fodder to build up Paul White really strong and have him defend off all three, or there's going to be some screwiness. Like, you can see screwiness throughout the entire match by someone returning to the ring to help Big Paulie White keep himself in it. Maybe Mark Henry gets involved and protects Paul White. Who knows? One can dream. What's next that I've got on my list here? Oh, the AEW TNT Championship. Miro versus Eddie Kingston. This is going to be a slugfest. A slugfest that I will enjoy, and one of which I can definitely see being a championship retaining by the Redeemer. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that Miro's gonna lose the title this early into his reign. And the way they've built him, is like a total monster. I don't see him losing that title anytime soon. Next matchup is the Women's Championship. Chris Statlander challenges Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And this one's going to be fun. I think the winner is going to be Britt. This is going to be a retaining of the championship. And personally, I don't see anyone beating Britt for a while. I think they're going to build her to be the longest reigning champion, a lot longer reign than Hikaru Shida. Plus, I think if they're going to drop the belt, it won't be to Chris Statlander, who's quite cold in terms of her status atop of the women's division. You've definitely got to get someone like Thunder Rosa to beat Britt. That's who I think's going to take the championship off of her. And then it's going to lead to Jamie Hayter turning on Britt or something along those lines. Now, we're at the end of this room. Let's just prep my team. I'm gonna not restore you. I am, however, gonna switch my lead. Now, next matchup we're gonna talk about is Jon Moxley versus Satoshi Kojima. And how much longer?
If you're interested in the fact, I'd say we already have enough energy to power the device.
Good. Let's finish up here and move out. There's still much more work to be done.
What other work do you mean? Perhaps you mean taking out that annoying little trainer over there.
What's this? I didn't think anyone remained here after we dealt with the workers. We're challenged by a Team Flare admin. We're finally being greeted by the people in charge. Houndoom is this guy's only Pokemon. Now that we know his lead Pokemon and his only Pokemon, back to the wrestling. So Kojima versus Jon Moxley. Is there any reason to say that we're not gonna get a Jon Moxley win? I mean, it's in America. As much as I think everyone wants to see Kojima win and win with show off some of his patented wrestling style that he's grown throughout the history, I still feel that it has to go to Mr. Jon Moxley in America. Now we get to the upper part of the card, the AEW World Tag Team Championships. In a steel cage match, the Young Bucks, who are the champions, taking on the Lucha Bros. I'm possibly thinking this is where we see some screwiness. Shock. The Young Bucks and screwiness. But not in the way you think. I think this is going to be a debut point. Possibly 2 debut points that could happen here. Because more than likely we're going to get an announcement here at All Out for one of them at least. But I think that may come later into the show. This one I think may be a bit of some Bebe action. Who comes in, helps the Young Bucks win, and then turns on them properly, turning face. It would be my pleasure.
Come on, little cat trainer, let's see what you've got.
So, my plan is... Whoa, the music's changed.
Allow me to introduce myself, intruder. My name is Elena. As you can see, I'm one of Team Flare's scientists. I'm researching a certain something that you won't understand. Anyway, unfortunately for you, I've been charged with the simple task of your elimination.
Look at the visor. Look at the stance. This person's in charge and proud to be in charge. Let's just say Elena only has one Pokemon, by the way. It's a Mightyena. Yeah, who cares? So, back to the wrestling. I think the Young Bucks will retain via DQ. I think they'll want to keep the Lucha Bros strong. That's the sort of style AEW has. And I think the Lucha Bros will eventually Actually, have they won the AEW tag team titles? I don't think they have. They will claim them titles down the road. But this is not that point. As for them, they're going to need a bit more time. Chris Jericho MJF is technically one of the only other stipulation matches on the show that's got something quirky attached, because obviously the tag team titles are defended in a steel cage. This is the other one. It's the loser leaves town match if Chris Jericho loses, obviously. And in my opinion, Y2J is not gonna retire just yet. He is gonna win this match against MJF. I think he's got a couple of matches left in him against some other people in AEW that are just dream matches that still need to happen to this day. Now, we're down to our last two matches that are technically scheduled in for All Out. The AEW World Championship. Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage. Oh boy, this is a match that I think is going to be a retain yet again. I don't think in this entire card any of the champions are going to lose. They're all going to keep their belts in this entire show. And you may say, well, that's just typical booking. Like, you know that the champions will be booked strong. I still think that quite a few of these contenders will be kept strong. But Kenny lost the belt to Christian. The Impact belt. He's still got the AAA belt. I think he's going to lose the AAA belt before he loses the AEW belt. And I also know that by how it was planned, he was planning to drop it to Andrade, the AAA. But Andrade didn't have enough bookings or any bookings after this date. So they kept the belt on Kenny. I think that AAA will look to shift the belt soon off of him. And Kenny is going to snap fully. And it's going to also result in the rest of the Young Bucks and the Elite losing their titles. That's my mindset on this. So Kenny's going to retain here and then lose it to Hangman. Finally. And then you have CM Punk versus Darby Allin. It's a no-brainer. If this was not CM Punk's first match back in 7 years, Darby would win. However, I think this is going to be a setup point to CM Punk's second feud in AEW with whomever it may be. And I think that this is going to be CM Punk winning. GTS. Good night. I just thought of something really cool that could actually happen. And this is fantasy booking, because I'm going to delay ending the episode off here where she's saying,
ha ha ha. I certainly didn't expect you to be so interesting. I do hope we can meet again.
Oh.
Hey, my. You chased off that mysterious bunch before we could get here.
Well, I guess there's always more room for more defenders of Kalos. Let me heal your Pokemon that stinks. You and your Pokemon are the ultimate team. No doubt about it. But don't push yourself too hard. Here, take these.
Full restores, baby. But, yeah, I think that CM Punk, fantasy booking wise, is gonna have a match with Kenta. We've already seen him in AEW. He's battled with Kenny Omega as a team. I can see him battling CM Punk in the Battle of the GTS. Kenta made the move, Punk made it famous. They were both in WWE at a time, never met in the ring in that time. That's just some fantasy sprinklings I can drop down onto you. And thanks to you, the power is back on in Lumina City. Now, people can pass through the gate connecting Route 13. Well, I think it's those mysterious people will be off now. I'll leave before being left, I decide. What? Au revoir! Geez, that definitely not the professor's assistants in any way, shape, or form. Anywho, that's going to be it for this episode. We are done. Finally, this was a bit of a long one. I know I said I had a cold and I didn't want to record for that long, but we recorded for a long time because I had some fun here. So, if you enjoyed this episode, as we're leaving the power plant, leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new, everyone too, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.